Social Security $1,215 checks for everyone. I have all the details and what they're now suggesting right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Alright, now in this video, I want to discuss the details of a new report that was released suggesting all Social Security beneficiaries should be getting $1,215 each and every month. Let's get into it and talk about what they're now saying. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, watching all this new information hitting the wire, as it's a very busy time right now, and it's also a very uncertain time as we continue to get new bills, packages, and proposals out of Congress. We're getting new reports and announcements out of the administration. We're getting a lot of new information being released literally every single day, and I'm here for you doing all the research, finding all this information, and breaking it down into these videos so you can stay updated with what's actually going on and, most importantly, how it may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, and of course anything showing up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, please remember, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. That's my dedication, that's my commitment, and as always, that is my promise to you and everybody right here in the community. So please make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any videos going forward, and let's get into it and talk about the latest report here coming out talking about how all Social Security beneficiaries should be getting a little bit over $1,200 per month on their monthly benefit. All right, yeah, again, another report here that I want to talk through the details of, and this one is actually, honestly, not that bad of a suggestion considering all the other ones that we've seen here over the last several months. There's been a lot of them coming out here that we've thought, really? They're talking about this one right now? But this one, honestly, is not like the worst thing in the world. Now, obviously, we know that Social Security has some major financial issues ahead of them in a number of years from right now, and we also recognize that some beneficiaries are getting well below the federal poverty line on a monthly basis, and we know that some beneficiaries are getting significantly more than that every single month, right? Well, as a result of that, that's what these people are suggesting right here in this report, and exactly what I wanted to explain to you. So as of right now, there's about 70 million beneficiaries across the board that receive benefits administered by the Social Security Administration every single month, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, and SSI benefits. About 70 million beneficiaries. It's a lot of people. However, let's talk about the details about this. Now, like I said, we know that beneficiaries get benefits all across the board. Some people might get a few $100s per month. Somebody else might get $1,000 or $1,200 or $1,800 or $2,500 or $3,000 or even $4,000 plus dollars a month. However, this person is coming out with this report and suggesting, why don't we just flatten out all of these Social Security benefits and send out the same benefit amount to every single beneficiary, so that we're not sitting here talking about one person getting, say, 25% below the federal poverty line and somebody else getting 300% of the federal poverty line. But rather than that, they're just suggesting, why don't we just send out the same benefit amount to literally every single person? Now, however, I want to throw this out there. They're not just suggesting that we should just give just an arbitrary amount on a monthly basis, but rather they're suggesting, why don't we give every beneficiary the federal poverty line amount on a monthly basis? Which, by the way, as of right now, we got the new updated federal poverty line for 2023, and it is $14,580 each and every year, or that calculates out to $1,215 every single month. So that's what this person is suggesting. Rather than seeing people that are really struggling right now on a monthly benefit well below the federal poverty line, and some people enjoying benefits well above the federal poverty line, why don't we just give everybody the exact same dollar amount, exactly right on the federal poverty line? Interesting concept, right? Now here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not here to take sides with or against this proposal. I'm just simply telling you that I do know that we've seen some pretty bad proposals here over the last few months here, and I know that this one, honestly, isn't like the worst of all of them, right? I'm not saying it's either good or bad. I'm just simply saying it's certainly not the worst one. We've seen some really, really bad ones here, right? But when it comes down to it, like I've said before in other videos, the president and some lawmakers have also suggested that no older adults or people with disabilities should ever need to live in poverty in America. Well, guess what? We know that there are millions upon millions of fixed income beneficiaries living well below the federal poverty line right now. In fact, I've seen some benefit amounts down below in the comment section, which, by the way, quick side note, please do not leave your benefit amount down below. It's not my business and it's nobody else's business either. But over the last several months here, I've seen a few people reaching out saying, I get $920 a month. I get, $1,080 a month. I get $820 a month, or, whatever it happens to be. But these are well below the federal poverty line. So what it comes down to is anybody getting less than $1,215 per month is technically getting a benefit below the federal poverty line. And we know that a huge percentage of Social Security beneficiaries and fixed income beneficiaries rely on their monthly benefit for the vast majority of their income. We've talked about those statistics in previous videos. So just by implementing this one simple change here, I'll talk about some other details here in just a second, but just by implementing this one simple change here, it would bring a lot of people up in a pretty significant way and help them out and improve their livelihoods in a major, major way. At the same time, the person in this report also suggested that by taking this one major step on Social Security right here, by just basically leveling out benefits, everybody gets the same benefit every single month, right? All beneficiaries, not this big discrepancy where some people get a few $100s and some people get several $1,000s. But here's what they suggested. Just by implementing this one simple change would save Social Security $1.3 trillion. Now, I did not go through and run all the calculations on that. I'm just going to anticipate that the numbers and the calculations that they ran on this would probably be accurate. Now, again, I could run a bunch of numbers on this. I could run some calculations myself. But again, this is just what they're suggesting. This would save $1.3 trillion. Do you think that would help out the program a little bit? Do you think that would maybe, solve some of the insolvency issues? Well, at least for a short time it would, right? Not forever. It would not solve the problem forever, but it would certainly help out in a pretty big way. I mean, let me ask you, if you were to save $1.3 trillion, would it help out your financial situation? I mean, seriously, let's be real for a second. That would help just a little bit, right? I think we could probably all put some food on the table with $1.3 trillion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could probably do virtually anything that we wanted, right? Yeah, that's a lot of money, right? That's a huge amount of money, like unbelievable amounts of money. You could buy anything you wanted times like 100, right? Yeah, you could buy entire countries with that amount of money. Anyway, it's craziness. So that's what they're suggesting is what this would all shake out to be. So yeah, another interesting proposal here and what they're actually suggesting. Now, I've been seeing tons of different things coming out here talking about Social Security and all of these different ideas. Now, what it really comes down to is really going through and kind of sifting through all the details of all these different proposals out there and determining which of these actually has, the feasibility of actually becoming law or actually, being a realistic change. Now, like I said, I've mentioned this before in other videos, but I want to say this really quickly. We're in this stage right now where realistically, they don't know what the solution is. It's basically like this big brainstorming situation where they're all coming up with any ideas they can possibly think of, proposing it, introducing it, talking about it, writing about it, whatever it happens to be, speaking about it. And then eventually at some point, maybe they'll come forward with the top maybe 5 or so proposals and continue to whittle all of this down until they actually get something that actually works. But right now, it's literally just a brainstorming session. Anything that comes to mind, let's just talk about it. Let's just introduce it. Let's just, propose it, something like that. And then again, they'll come back and, refine the details of these things at some point. But again, I don't know, kind of an interesting concept. It would certainly increase the livelihoods or, change the livelihoods of a lot of people and really help out a lot of people in a significant way, especially those people that are getting well below the $1,215 every single month as suggested by this person right here in this report. So anyway, just thought I'd bring this to your attention. I thought it was very interesting. Again, not the worst report we've ever seen, not the worst proposal. Maybe not the best one either, because again, a lot of people that are getting well over the $1,215 that this person is suggesting would probably not be too happy, right? I mean, just think about it. Somebody that's maybe getting $2,000 a month and really relying on those benefits, and all of a sudden their benefits are shaved down by, say, $800 a month or so. I don't think that person would be too happy, right? However, on the other side of the spectrum, the person getting, say, $800 a month and being raised by a little over $400 a month as a result of this would probably be pretty happy. That'd be a 50% increase to monthly benefits just by this proposal here. So again, you got both sides of the story. There's always two sides to everything, right? So anyway, just want to bring this to your attention. I thought it was pretty interesting. I dug through the details on this and thought, I I don't know. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. So either way, you just got to add it to the pile here, and eventually we'll go through all of these and see which ones actually prevail. But as of right now, we just got to continue to think about everything that they continue to introduce, and you never know. You never know, right? Here's the thing. How many times have we come out and we've seen a perfect proposal, the best bill, the best package, the best thing that's been introduced, and we think this is it. This is the holy grail. This is the one that they'll go with. And then ultimately at the end of the day, they say, no, that one's not for us. We're going to go with this other option over here that's no good at all, right? How many times have we seen that over the past couple of years here? We've seen them introduce something that seems perfect, and then they go ahead and they say, no, we're just going to choose something else. This just isn't right. And we think, are you kidding me right now? That was the perfect proposal, and you just sidestepped it to grab something else that makes no sense at all to anybody. We've seen it happen, and I wouldn't be shocked at all to see it happen again. Either way, I'll keep you posted as I get more details on all of this, but that certainly would help out a lot of people, especially being the federal poverty line. It would really solve a lot of problems all in one big ol' swoop, right? Lifting people out of poverty. We know that there's about, 10.6 or something million seniors in this country living in poverty right now. Again, are those people living on a fixed income? Yeah, probably. So again, it would help out a lot of people. Either way, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. I'm always curious to hear what you feel about all these different things and your opinions about it. I'm just always curious to know. So anyway, thanks again for your support. Really do appreciate it. Please remember, I'm here for you as much as I can be. Enjoy your day, and catch you again later in the next video.